It's not as close as I think it is. Wow, yeah, that's really off. Alright. Highly confused, to be honest. Once we get the first one placed, it's not that hard, is the thing. You know what? It'll do. That'll do. Is that gonna snap? Is that what it's doing? Looks that way. Where did it... What? Where did that snap? I'm confused. Where is it? Did it not? No, it didn't. What? Okay. Well, screw you then. Why you no snap? I'm kind of upset. It's okay, I'll fix it. And now. Alright, welcome back everyone. As you can see, I am floating. And I am floating because I am in creative mode. See, so as soon as that happens, I break and I'm out of it. Versus when I'm in it, I can fly! So, I'm doing this because, you caught a glimpse of it, but over here I am making a massive water pen. And I had so many difficulties. Why? With the platforms, like the ocean platforms, snapping to each other. The really big ones and the S+ ones, and so on. They were just not working at all. Plus, it's just hard to move around in the water, so... and this is, like, such a large-scale thing that, like, in theory, I could grind enough resources to do this, in theory. But it would take so long and be so much more time-consuming that I just, like, you know what, it's fine. It's a build, and often I've found a lot of people just sort of go with it for builds, like they just use creative mode because it's a build and it's more fun that way, versus trying to run around and do this with scuba tanks and so on would have been the most massive pain. So as you can see, I've actually done about half of it before I decided to show you guys some of the build. I kind of initially was like, well, it's in creative mode, like why show that? Why get an episode out of it? But, oh, I need to fix that. But it's been, oh, maybe not, hang on. No, it's fine. But, I don't know, it's been kind of cool to do, and, like I say, in theory, you could build this, and even then, like, one of these smaller pens is fairly feasible, otherwise, like, and to be fair, these guys cost a fair bit. I think, what is it? Let me find it. Ocean platforms. These ones. It's not showing me. Hang on. How do I... Yeah, there it goes. Okay, like, they're not that expensive, to be fair. Like, they're not, like, tech or anything, but there's a little bit of polymer and a little bit of metal that would add up eventually for all of these that I've done. You can do wood, of course, but that takes shell fragments, so it seems even harder to get. I feel like these are probably bigger, though, to be honest. Let me look. I'm curious now. No, they're not. That's strange. But anyways. So yeah. Like I say, I was on the fence about it initially, but I'm going to show you guys some of it, because, yeah. It's kind of fun. I think it's fun. And, like, I don't know, I don't see an issue with building something this big in creative mode, especially when I was having so many difficulties. Like, I'll probably have some of those clips because it was just not working. I was getting so frustrated. Versus this has been really fun, and like I say, the point of Ark is to be having fun, right? Not getting frustrated and mad and so on. It's not... Okay. It's not showing the way I want it to. God damn it. So yeah, what I'm doing over here is basically I've got the smaller pens for smaller creatures, and then hopefully the two biggest pens for some Tusos and some Mozas, and then this one right here will be for the Plesies, Plesiosaurs. So I think I was probably going to put the Bazzies there. I'm breeding them also, by the way, at this point, just because, like I say, last episode I think it was, I want to put those stats together, and I may do a little bit of mutating, because they've been doing pretty good so far. But yeah. And then putting my Megalodons over here. Probably my little dolphins in this one, and mantas in this one. I'll be doing all these taming videos as well, which is why I wanted this built initially right now. And then, yeah, like I say, Moses and Tusos, or reverse order depending. Plesies, and then I'm going to put anglers and the electric eels into one pen together, just cause they're small, it's fine. And probably Dunkleys over in this one. So yeah, it's like I say, in theory I could build this eventually, but it's the biggest build I've done, I think. Yeah, honestly, this would be the biggest build. Like, one of these, like, the one Moza / Tuso pen is like as big, if not bigger, than my base. And I've been having, like, I think for that it was like, I don't remember, I think it was at least like 1,000 or more ceilings and walls and so on. So yeah, it's huge, and like I say, eventually I could have made it without creative mode, but it's just more fun. So yeah, I will actually show you around the insides of them. I feel like, oh yeah, you can see decently well. It's fine. But yeah, so they've got a decent amount of room in here. Like they're probably bigger pens than I would need, but it's fine. There's still a dead one there. Yeah. So then the thought is that these would open into the bigger pens, and I'm honestly debating, I don't know if Moses and Tusos can fit through them, but I'm debating like a hatch, I think they're called, or maybe it's not a hatch, maybe it's a God, what are they? I don't remember what they're called. It's fine. They're maybe it is hatch. Is it hatch? No. Oh, maybe. Yes. Hatch frames. I don't know if Moses can fit through hatch frames. behemoth sloped. Let me look at this. Like, I don't know, man. I don't know. Could a moza fit through that? I'll have to look that up. But either way, all of the smaller pens are probably going to connect to the bigger pens. As you see over here, there's sort of some stuff going on. That's mostly because the floor tapers in such a way that there was like a bunch of this, and you can't see anything in this. And I don't want to lose little moza babies and stuff in it. Because I do intend to breed them, mostly just because. And then, yeah, like, this shouldn't be an issue. And then there's this one, which is basically the same as the Bazzy, it's just the other way around. Why is there a bag here? Oh. Yeah, that's fair. That's from one of the Bazzy babies I killed, because it wasn't the stats I needed. But yeah, see, there's like the little slopes down to these. This one's the exact same. And then this one also has a little something like this because the floor was turning into sea bits. But I also think it'll be cool to have the mantas in a little bit like of a shallower tank. Because, I don't know, I think that's fun. And then this is the fun part. Look at all the pillars. It's like scorched earth over here. It's like the dragon trench. Or the wyvern trench, rather. These ones underneath here I have connected. Technically, I think you don't have to connect them. I also connected this one all the way to the floor because that was spooky to do. Yay! Yeah, so that's what's holding that up. I don't know if this is just an S+, or not an S+, a superstructures thing, that you can just sort of place the pillars and they count as foundations, but it's working, so that's what I'm doing. I'm gonna have to do a lot more of it, and part of why I like creative mode for this is because then I can just do this and chill at the bottom of the ocean. Of course, I won't be doing that once I've finished the pen, and I won't go any further than where I need the pen to be. But regardless, yeah. It's a big pen. Goodness gracious. Anyways, yeah. So I've talked for like 10 minutes. Yeah, I'll get started. I'll probably like super speed some of this up, maybe even skip some of it just because it's gonna just be putting floors down and stuff. But I don't know. I think it's fun to show. And some of the people have expressed that they like seeing me build. So let's get to it. Actually, we're gonna go among these guys first. Watch. Creative mode, you can't hurt me. Ha ha ha. It's the most horrifying thing, though. Isn't this scary? Look at this. Look at how big they are! Ah, okay. To be fair, I could do this on a Bazzy too, but I don't. So angry. Are y'all actually following me? Oh, you are! Okay, well, I'm gonna kill them then. Stab! There's one more. There. I have so much biotoxin already. But yeah, okay. Here we go. Let's go. Let's go, let's go. Alright, welcome back. Now that we've finished off our building, I'm going to take you through all of the pens that we've made. So we're in the plesiosaur pen first there, and then the Dunkley here. We have our two behemoth gates for both sides, and then the angler and electrophorus pen. There's some weird stuff up with the floor, but I don't feel like fixing it. Yeah, I don't know. I'll like this one right here. I guess maybe I'll fix, but otherwise I don't think. Yeah, I don't know. I might fix it later. We'll see. It's fine. It's gonna bother me, but it's okay. But yeah, and then over here, you've seen this one already. The completed Moza pen. I think I'll put the Mozas closer, and then the Tusos for over here in their nice big open space. And then the mantas in this one. Just give you a little tour of everything, even though some of them you've seen already. And then yeah, the dolphins and the mag pen. I should move them into here actually, but I haven't yet. And of course our bazzies, which we were breeding the whole time, so we have some more. But let me see, I have to find the right spot so that you can see it. Yeah, almost. Almost. Come on. Let me see. I want to have like an overview of it. You can't see into the deeper pens, but you can see into the shallow ones. That actually looks really cool. Let's see. K mode. Further. And we're stopped there. So, yeah, I don't know. I think it looks pretty cool. I like to use extra space, I guess. I'm one of those that I don't like to jam creatures into things. I like to sort of be able to move them around. Damn, that looks really cool from up here, actually. But yeah, I'm pretty okay with that. This video took a little bit longer than it necessarily could have, but yeah, this will be probably the biggest water pen that I'll ever do. And if I do another one, I will quite likely also do creative mode for it, because yeah, this was a lot less tedious than it needed to be once I was in creative mode. So yeah, I think it might have partly been also that like my superstructures on my S Plus or whatever didn't upload properly, like the mod didn't integrate properly, so that might be the biggest reason why I was having troubles with the platforms. Especially because, you know, like they weren't snapping, and then once they did snap, they wouldn't like disappear, because like the glass, you're supposed to be able to remove the edges so then you can have sort of bigger pens and stuff, which is what I was intending to do with them, but yeah, they weren't working. So here we are, as you saw earlier with my little montage of cuts. Oh, that was fun. So yeah, anyway, we've got our water pen here, and the next few episodes you'll need to stay tuned for are the rest of our aquatic creature taming episodes. But yeah, stay tuned for, I think the next one will probably be the dolphins, because they're fairly easy. And then I'll go on to things like mantas and anglers and so on. Yeah. I hope you enjoyed this video. It's been a little bit of a longer one, but that's fine, I think, for the building ones. Usually it's, you know, you just sort of watch me build things, and it's fun. So, and I also just sort of skipped ahead a little bit because I think it looks really nice in this lighting for the water pen. Anywho, I will see you next time when we get taming a bunch of stuff. So yeah. Bye-bye.